for our Knights of the Round Table, or,
the table, this rectangle.
but we call it the Round Table because we hang around every week. Tom James, two-time Edward R. Murrow winner. Tom Schmitz, go ahead and say it.
The third time I'm pointing out that this is a rectangle table.
There you go. That's all he's got.
I was going to say two-time All-American at Georgia Southern.
No.
In his mind.
No.
Hey, guys, today is kind of a little different take. We're going to do non-football on our football show.
Okay.
We're going to take a little risk here, work out a net. 3 different topics, and if we have time, we'll comment. I'm starting it out. My topic is going to be about something special to me. Growing up as a sports writer in the South, your agenda was always college football, Daytona 500, spring football, Players Championship, Masters, Final Four, those are the events that you covered, and the first Saturday in May, the Kentucky Derby.
Love it.
The coaches and players and games have all come and gone, but the grace and beauty of tradition live on with the Derby in Louisville. A week from Saturday, Churchill Hounds will host, not Churchill Hounds, actually it's Churchill Downs. Hounds will be dogs running, not horses. Churchill Downs will host the 2016 Derby. I wish I could be there again because I was there to see Secretariat run, Affirmed, won and ran, and, of course, Sunday Silence. A special horse, I thought, when I saw him win because I had a nice little winning ticket on him for a nice price. But anyway, we don't know the name of the horses yet in the field. But we know that the Kentucky Derby will be run, and it'll be a beautiful race and a beautiful day. And by the way, they call it the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. But the field looks like this. According to the Wynn Las Vegas line, you know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Nyquist, the winner of the Florida Derby, is 7-2 with co-second choices Exaggerator. Is that named after you? Exaggerator, More Spirit, and Mohayman, 8-1. Gunrunner and Brody's Cause are both 10-1. Now, here we go. Here's how you pick them, guys. The best names for Tom and Tom? Mo Tom and Tom's Ready. How's that for the Kentucky Derby field?
I love it.
I love that. I love that. It's the time of year that I love because, as we all know, I watch 75 baseball games a year.
At
How you
least.
doing?
It
I thought it was
depends on
90.
the day. Yeah, it was 90
I thought, right.
yesterday.
And growing.
I wanted to know if last year's rule changes of keeping the foot in the batter's box and all did anything to speed up the game. So I went and I did the research, and I found an Associated Press article that says the new pace of play measures shaved 6 minutes off the games in 2015.
Okay.
6 minutes is all we got? We need to do more to make the game more watchable, and shaving 6 minutes off a game and making it 2 hours and 58 minutes instead of 3 hours and 4 isn't my way of shaving enough time off to make it watchable. But in AAA and AA, they did shave enough time to make it watchable. And the way they did that is they instituted a 20-second pitch count. And the pitch count was 20 seconds, and it shaved off, are you ready for this? 16 and a half minutes
All right,
in
times,
AAA baseball.
Times 75 for you, that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time. And it shaved off 14 minutes in AA baseball. I don't know why the difference, but I think it's about time the National League and the American League start looking at maybe putting a pitch clock in place along with the rules they did last year to try to speed the game up, because anything over 2.5 hours, fellas, only a guy like me who watches 75 to 90 games a year is going to keep it on the TV.
It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. But the pitch count and the time, the clock.
The clock,
Basically
20-second clock.
It's like a shot clock in basketball.
20-second clock. It worked in AAA and it worked in AA, and it didn't take away from the integrity of the game.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. There are other things, of course, that baseball is doing to try to tighten things up, try to speed things up, because replay is making things go the other way. So, interesting stuff.
All right, Tom, what you got today?
All right, I know you guys might have, I guess, a week or so ago, a little less than a week ago. Did you guys read the article by Wright Thompson? The ESPN article on Tiger Woods.
Terrific writer, Wright Thompson.
Yeah, terrific writer. Long article I mean, you pack a lunch if you want to read this article, but it's
But worth it.
well worth it. Absolutely. Well worth it. And basically, the article was about how after Tiger Woods' father died, how he slowly lost the passion for golf and really became enamored with wanting to follow in his father's footsteps to being a soldier, being in the Navy, and really studied and worked with the Navy SEALs. And,
Trained with them.
Trained with the Navy SEALs, and really, it sounds like seriously wanted to be a Navy SEAL. So fascinating article about how that element of his training potentially helped to break down his body. What bothers me about the article is that, and I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not accusing Tiger Woods of anything here, but the fact that the PEDs issue that has been out there was not addressed in the article, that is curious to me. It's something that he comes from a generation where that was a huge issue in sports. His body has broken down like no other golfer ever. Not even close. No other golfer has had the injuries and had the bulk that Tiger Woods had. So maybe this tells us that the evidence just isn't there.
Well, you can't charge him something that has not been proven. So it makes a good speculative comment, but who knows?
It tells me that maybe the evidence just isn't there.
I agree.
That really wasn't even approached. That idea, that thought was not even looked at in this article.
I think that ship sailed when there was nothing that was being able to connect Tiger with PED use to the Canadian doctor, that Tiger had been under his care a few times. The Canadian doctor was connected to PEDs, but never Tiger Woods' time with him was that connected to PEDs. I think that's when that ship sailed.
Yeah, by the way, when he backed out of his driveway, he ran into a hydrant. That's what happened.
That's a good point.
He did.
That's a good
but
point.
This article clearly lays out how his body broke down because of this intense training that these Navy SEALs go through, and he didn't do all of it.
Yeah.
He didn't do all of it, but he did a lot of it.
All right, so you want to shorten baseball games, and you want to know more about Tiger Woods' breakdown, and I want to make one more point about the Derby. You guys can jump in. I'm going with Nyquist, winner of the Kentucky Derby, as we speak right now.
The favorite right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
You guys have one yet?
The only guy that knows horses that I know is my buddy Paul, and he says Nyquist is the real deal, that it could be back-to-back Triple Crown winners.
There you go. Well, he's a smart guy. You got anybody?
I don't think Nyquist is quite the super horse that American Pharoah might have been. Okay, so I'm going to go with one of those two Toms. I just don't know which one yet. I just don't know which one.
Mo Tom or Tom's ready?
Tom's not ready to make that pick yet.
I'm just glad one of them's not named Eddie Van Halen.
Or David Lee Roth.
That's right.
And that's the Knights of the Round Table. Thanks for listening and watching right here on Buddy Sports Page and Southern Pigskin tonight.